Alright, so today is day 74. I solved one problem, which is this one. In this problem, we have to implement a try tree. And yeah, that's it. It has like some very interesting properties. It's mostly used for finding a word in a list of words or a word that starts with some characters. That's why it's called prefix tree. So in order to do this, the main intuition of the problem, I'm gonna just show like a quickly thing. So if we have a word which is app, we're gonna create like a node, which is this is gonna be like the root, and this root is gonna have an attribute which is a dictionary that indicates every first character of every word we input. So at the beginning we're gonna put A, then P, and then P, right? And then for another, if we input another word with apps, let's say like this, then we're gonna branch out from here. And this, essentially the connections are represented as a dictionary. And the second most important intuition is that when we do the prefix, when we search if a word exists, essentially we are iterating until we get the last node. And when we get the last node, if there is some way in which we know that when we input a word, if that's like the end of the word, we can change this attribute to be false. So when we do the search, if we finish and this attribute is true, it means that it exists, like this word. Otherwise, no, because in the insertion we didn't change it. That's like the main intuition, that's it. All right, so in order to do this, I think it's cleaner to do directly a class for the try node. So I'm gonna say try node, and I'm gonna initialize. So it's gonna be init, we pass self, and we create a dictionary, which is gonna be children, represents the children, and then I'm gonna create the last variable. I'm gonna call it end, and at the beginning we know it's gonna be false. So let's initialize it, the root. So for the prefix tree, we're gonna have a root, which is gonna be just a try node, an empty try node. Okay, so let's start. So for the insertion, how are we gonna do the insertion? To do the insertion, we're gonna, for a given word, we're gonna take, so for every character in the word, we are gonna, okay, so first we take the node from the, because I think it's cleaner, just saying node is equal to self with root from the attribute. Then we need to iterate for every character in word, so for ch in word. Now we need to check if, for the insertion, the only thing that we want to check if, because in the example I gave with app, it's if it's a repeated character. So if the node that I'm iterating already exists in node children. So for example, here at the beginning, root has an attribute, it's a dictionary, which is empty. Then when I add this node, I'm gonna fill it like this, right? Then I fill it the P and so on, right? But then at the second iteration, I ask for A, and A already exists. So in that case, we don't want to do anything. So only if ch not in children, then we are gonna add it. So we have to say node.children ch is equal to the node. Wait. Thing is, like, I feel as if they changed the classes because I was doing the problem in lead code, but in neat code they changed this name, I think. All right. So yeah, essentially we initialize this, and now we move children. So we say node. I mean, we do it regardless. So I'm gonna put it outside. So we're gonna say node is equal to no. Okay. So we just have to move to the next one. That's it, because it's sequential. So first we add the A, then we move to that. I mean, we initialize like the instance, then we move to that particular node, and we add to that children dictionary, then other node, and so on. All right, and I mean that's it. That's insertion. Then for, yeah, I think we are not missing anything. We would check. I'm gonna create a auxiliary function called walk. Why? Because when we do the search, we will take a word, right? And then iterate over the word until we get like the final node. And then if the final node has the attribute and equal to true, then it means that it finds the word, right? So what I can do is create a walk function that iterates over the character in the try in order to get the last node, and then we can check the attribute. Because if we do this function, we can use it in starts with, because starts with is also going to iterate it over a word. In this case, it's going to be over a prefix. That's the only difference. So because it's more clean, this like to reuse the logic. Now the question is, how do we iterate over the word for? We can okay. I mean, first we just need to initialize node. It's going to be self.root, and for a character in word. The thing here is that we could search. The thing here is going to be both of them, the insert or I'm saying the search or the starts with, because we could search a word that is longer than anything that is safe in the fixed tree. If that's the case, we're gonna get over it. So we need to have like a safe check. So if we are checking a word that is not there, it means that we directly didn't found it. So we have the node that we can return is gonna be none. So I'm gonna say if ch not in node.children. I mean, the logic is very similar to this one, to this part. I didn't see. We can return none. If not, we just keep doing this, right? We just update, and we at the end we return the node. That's it. And in search, I think this is very in this case, we're gonna search and we're gonna get the last node. In our case, it's gonna be the last node when we execute the walk function over the word, and we gotta return the last attribute in the node, which is gonna be node.end. But the issue here is now that if it's this one, this is a problem, because if we find a character that is not in the try, it means that is false, like the output should be false because the word is not there. So it's either if we have a larger word that is not there, or we actually find it, like we're searching a larger word, or we find a word that it's contained but is larger. I don't know if that makes sense, but we should check both of conditions. So we should check if node is none and node.end, because this is gonna be true or false. So because it's an and, it doesn't matter. All right, so now it starts with is gonna be like the same. Actually, I can directly, because it's this condition, because if it's a prefix, I just want that it doesn't exceed like a word that exists in the tree. Try. That's it. So I can say this, and I pass the prefix, and I say is not none. I fucked up here. Yeah, this should be it. Return. Okay. Oh, we have an error. Object has no attribute children. What? I'm saying self. Okay, maybe I got some error in the logic. Root is gonna be a try node, and the try node has the attribute children. And the node is self root. So root, if I do root.children, is an actual. Okay. Yeah, and this is the name of the class. What? Why did I put prefix tree here? It should be like this. And it's still, there is an error. Okay, let's see. Okay. Ooh. So the output, my output is null, null, false, false, true, null, false. So we get insert is null, it's okay. Apple. We insert apple, right? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try. Let's say insert dog is null. Search dog is. Okay, try is null. Insert dog is null. Search dog is true. Okay. Search do is false. It starts do is true. Insert do is null. Search do is true. Okay. What is the issue here? Insert apple null. Search apple is true, and this in my case is false. So it's not finding the search function is wrong, which is this one. And it could be many things. I think that I know the problem. I never updated the self.end. Should have updated here. After we do the insertion, we have to make it true. That's it. And there's still a problem. Okay. So we insert apple, which is null. Then we search apple, which is true. But my search apple is false still. So let's say we have apple in the try, we get the A, ch is A, then node.children, I mean it's gonna have an A, so this is not true. I don't get it. This should be alright. It's gonna give E, right? And then if not none, this is gonna be true. Node.n is gonna be true. What did I put this? Self.n should be node.end. Okay, I'm definitely tripping 100%. I don't know what is happening today, but yeah, that was it for today.